everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Happy New Year. This is a great year for me and you. Happy 2021. Welcome back. From the beginning of the year, we've had so many interesting topics about year 2021, so many reports about 2021. I've heard terms like recovery. This is the year of recovery. This is the year of regaining. This is the year of repossessing back what we lost in 2020, and even restoration. I mean, I love that, because even me, I believe that this is the year of restoration, of regaining, of great things. Men, you must believe that this is a year with a difference. But let me ask a question. How can we be restored? How can we repossess? How can we regain? How can we be restored if we've not occupied? So today, I want us to think about this word, occupy. I love the words of Jesus. He said, occupy until I come. So today I want us to think, how do we occupy so that we get restored, so that we regain what we lost, so that we repossess what we lost last year? What's the definition of occupy? Occupy, it is reside or have one's place of business in a building, and it's similar to inhabit, live in, settle in, take up, or fill in terms of filling in the space all time. Another definition is occupy or preoccupy. You preoccupy your mind, all engage, engross, employ, or absorb. So there are several terms which are similar to occupy. Either you take possession of, conquer, invade, overrun, take over, or even colonize. So these are some of the terms. And when I check in the book of Luke chapter 19 verse 13, I will read this. I'll not read this story, the whole story. It's a story Jesus used to teach using parables. And this is the parable of the 10 minas. And let's go to verse 13. This is what it says. So he called 10 of his servants. I can start from verse 11. While they were listening to this, he went on to tell them a parable, because he was near Jerusalem, and the people thought that the kingdom of God was going to appear at once. He said, a man of noble character or noble birth went to a distant country to have himself appointed king and then to return. So he called 10 of his servants and gave them 10 minas. Put this money to work, he said, until I come back. This is from NIV. There are some verses which says, occupy until I come. We are told this is a noble man, a man of great character. And when you look at this, we are told that the mina was equivalent to 3 months' wages or 3 months' salaries. And we are told this man told his servants, 10 of his servants, that I am going to a far country, and I'm giving you this mina for you to do business. In some verses, in some versions, they talk about doing business. The word occupy means to invest with the intent of increase. They were not simply to keep the pound safe. They were not supposed to keep that amount, that mina. They were not supposed to keep it somewhere safe. But later, it is revealed in verse 20 that one of these servants kept his money. Today, I don't want to think so much about stewardship, because many times when we read this parable, we think about being a steward. But I want us to concentrate on this word, occupy till I come. In my Bible, it says this in verse 13. So he called them. He said, until I come back. He said, put this money to work until I come back. Meaning that he was expecting them to do something with this money. He never thought of them putting it somewhere there. So by use of this parable, he explains to them that he's going away, and that while he's gone, they're supposed to take care of his business. They are supposed to do his business, meaning that they were supposed to take charge. They were supposed to invest. They were supposed to occupy. As I said earlier, they were supposed to do business. When the economy is failing, jobs are scarce, money is tight, and friends and family forsake you. When voices arise and powers that to be tell you that God has forgotten his people, it will take the faith of God to trust and not to be afraid and to wait upon the Lord. So when things are not working for you, yes, I know this is January and people are making fun, people are putting up so many things on WhatsApp about January. What are you supposed to do? It's just having faith that you're gonna occupy. In this year, you're gonna occupy. I'll refer in from the book of Isaiah, chapter 40, verse 31 says, "But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint." So let me tell you, wait upon God. Occupy in the year 2021. Take possession. Possess your space. Possess where you are. You know, sometimes when I look at people think about ministry so much when we talk about occupying until our master Jesus coming back. No, wherever you are, in your job, occupy. Do it the best way you know how. Do it in your job, in the ministry, in your singing, in your ministry. I mean, you occupy completely, because the master will come and will reward us accordingly. In the book of Romans 12:6, it teaches that we as Christians, we have been entrusted with gifts to be used for the Lord. Having then gifts differing from according to the grace given unto us. So these gifts we've been given according to the grace given to us. So make use of your talents, of your time, of your treasures, of your opportunities well in this year, in the year 2021. Could be you are there, you've been wondering, now how do I occupy my position as a singer? How do I occupy my position as a preacher? And could be many times you feel down, you are not able to do it. But I'm here to tell you, in year 2021, occupy. If you're doing what you're supposed to do it and give it all, not as to men, but as to God. What are some of the hindrances of occupying? Fear. That is one thing that hinder people, human beings, even now, from occupying, from taking possession, from doing what they're supposed to do in their daily activities, from doing their jobs well, because of fear of unknown, fear that I might fail. Yes, I've tried it in the past and I have failed. So they are not confident that I'll do it. But in 2021, instead of fear, replace it with faith. Because with faith, you are able to occupy. You are able to do what you intend to do in this year. If you are a student, invest your time well. Read properly. If you are doing your activities in business, I'm saying this, occupy, take charge of your business and do it the best way you know how. Another hindrance of occupying, it's procrastination. You keep on saying, I'll do it, I'll start, and you'll never begin what you want to do. Stop procrastinating. Be disciplined in whatever you intend to do. Stop procrastinating. If you've decided this is what I'm going to do, wake up and do it. Don't allow procrastination. Another thing is lack of vision or goals. Many times in the year, early in the year, I know people have written down their goals. Very nice goal, very smart girls, but along the way, along the year, they're left somewhere. Follow your goals. Write down your goals. And also review your goals. Don't just write them. Don't write your vision and keep it somewhere in a drawer. What you're supposed to do every time you review, are you moving according to your goals, according to your vision? Another thing is intimidation. Some people have been intimidated by situations. You've been intimidated, could be in your workplace. You've been intimidated in your family. You've been intimidated by your friends. And you feel, I cannot do it. I cannot occupy. I cannot be able to possess my position. It's like there's something, yani kuna kitu kinakufunika. This is the high time. Funua hicho kifuniko so that you are able to occupy, to possess your position. Don't allow the spirit of intimidation in your life. Bring it down. Then another thing is lack of discipline. In terms of resources, some guys are not disciplined. In terms of your finances, this is a high time. Excuse me, you must be disciplined in 2021. In 2020, we learned something. That the little thing you have, learn to use it and use it wisely so that you occupy until our master comes. Be disciplined in times of time. Time is a resource, and when time is not used properly, you'll never recover your time. Make use of your time properly. Let me say, as I come to an end, hope and fear. There's one lady who said this. I will quote her. She's Maya. She said this: hope and fear cannot occupy the same space. Invite one to stay. Mine, I'm challenging you in year 2021. Are you occupying your position? Are you taking hold of your position? Yes, you've written down those SMART goals. Have you started occupying your position? Let me tell you, in year 2021, I'm occupying my position in my YouTube channel. It will be nice and better. So, replace fear with faith. Replace failure with faith. Yes, we failed in 2020, but in 2021, we shall replace all what we experienced last year for us to be restored, for us to be regained. We shall replace it with faith so that we can occupy until our master comes. So may God bless you so much. And before you leave this video, I request you just subscribe, listen, watch, share with friends. May God bless you so much. This year it's gonna be awesome. I love you guys. Happy New Year, full of God's blessings, and occupy until our master comes. Thank you.